Failed. The engine has failed. The engine has failed. Yes, you parked the car. Engine failure. Engine failure. Engine is done. Engine is done. Out of the race.
We've got problems with Hamilton. Hamilton's in trouble. He's lost drive.
In a split of a second, life can change a lot.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the bright and beautiful Spain for the Spanish Grand Prix. Everyone's just typing hashtag go Gorsh. What the hell? Alright. So I guess I already know who I'm spectating first. We are here in bright and beautiful Spain. All the drivers are in their garages and getting ready to come out onto the track. And I guess we're going to have to, on our outlap, follow the man, the myth, the legend, Gearx, or Gorsh, because you all like to call him. So we're going to be on board with Gorsh as he comes out of here. So Spain is the first right-hander followed by a left-hander, then a long right-hander for turn 3. Turn 3 might lose some internal grip and be swung on the outside if you don't take that very well. So look for some moves happening there. Turn 4 is also a long right-hander. You want me to say go Gorsh? Okay, go Gorsh. You going to give me money now or what? This section, not a lot of overtaking sections in this part of the track, just a lot of closing the gap maneuvers. This flat out right-hander turn into DRS, you're gonna look so, you're gonna look for a overtake in this braking zone right here to this left-hander, and then you're going to this off-camber left-hander followed by a right-hander. Into this really slow section that Spain is most known for. It's another little overtaking section, but it's also known for its exits. You gotta get the chicane just right to get the best lap. And here goes Gearx, or Gorsh, as y'all like to keep calling him. So Gorsh opens up DRS and comes down the front straight into the right-hander. John from McLaren, he is looking really good. Another right-hander. Part of left-hander. Tail getting a little bit loose at the end, so he's gonna. We got a yellow flag in sector 2. Oh, it was just a car just letting him pass. I believe that is. Is that Danny? Is Danny driving into Sauber again? He's trying to navigate, he's trying on this outlap as Merrick gets the first time. A 1:17.65, 625, a good lap as Gearx is navigating this chicane area around the final corner. Opens up DRS and across the line. Sits in the third place of 1:18.018. A good laps around the 1:17 part. So we're going to look at oh, I get it. I finally get it. Y'all talk about yourselves. So on board with Formula Danny. 2 race winners so far, Formula Danny. Driving for Sauber confusingly today. He should be in the hospital, but you know what? We've had issues, so let us continue on it. As you see, Formula Danny navigating around a limping Renault. Formula Danny moving is looking for that third win in a row. He has been really dominant so far this season with the last 2 races, and this qualifying session he's looking really good as he's going to go for a lot of traffic right there as Jerry gets disqualified from the session for blocking the pit lane. Some drama right there as we have a yellow flag in the sector 3. I believe that is Jerry. I believe he has crashed in the pit lane, so we're going to have to get that stuff sorted out. So any in-laps may be tainted as I don't see him as his car has been removed. As Danny comes across the line and goes to the second place with 117.775 as Merrick is sitting in the pit lane. Else is coming out. Nope, everyone is coming out right now. Everyone's just sitting in the pit, so Martin, I don't know if these are bad words or not, so I'm just not even going to say it. Trolls in the chat. As everyone's still in the pits, let's look at Mr. Foten sitting down in 8th place. Sitting pretty good at a 118.887. Sitting on the soft tires. Anyone else going on some... Nope, everyone's just going on the soft tires. So the strategy we should be seeing today is the soft, medium, the soft to hard one-stop tires, or the two-stop soft, medium, soft tires. But a very interesting strategy should come from as Formula Danny sets a new pole, and I thank you, Formula Danny, for... Well, we got a new pole leader. It's Formula Danny, setting a 117.579, as I was talking about strategy. So, things to look for in today's race, brought to you by Alan T. We're gonna spectate Alan T. He gave me some notes before today's race, and I'm gonna read them off for you. So the best tactic should be a soft to hard. People on the soft to hard tactic are expected to stop between laps 9 through 10. Two stop is another option, which is a soft medium stop, but it is a risky and in theory not quite as fast. Some drivers, like some idiot, might try to make a one-stop with the soft medium, but it requires a huge amount of tire conservation, and it's not an ideal strategy. In the race, the last sector is really crucial to get right in order to have a better chance in overtaking on the main straight or keeping position. Pole is going to be around a 117.3 or something like that, and the undercut with the hard tire is not very effective, so... So, thank you, Alan T, for these notes. As you are on your actual lap right now, coming around that crucial sector 3, right now, that off-camber riser for... I can't take you guys in chat seriously. No, Alan T dives to the pits, not feeling that lap, and goes to the pits for another set of soft tires. This is a simple sentence. Did I get it right? No. As we are waiting for all the drivers to come back out on their outlaps, I believe Monster is on his outlap, so we're going to spectate Monster. Yes, he is. Monster driving for a Ferrari. I swear, if one of you want to clip that and me trying to say that, I will find you. Go Gorsk! Alright. As Monster comes around, that penultimate corner opens up DRS and across the line. And puts his time to a 1:18.056, but not any places. Is sitting just barely behind Girex as there's a ton of traffic coming out right now. Selim Honor, one of those cars coming out right now, as you're going to see cars retiring to after they have done with their lap. Monster, see him doing that. Selim Honor navigating through the traffic on his out lap, but someone who isn't on his out lap farther up, coming into sector 3, we're going to be watching his full lap, navigating, getting the best exit out of that chicane around that final corner, and it opens up DRS, and the start is, no, he's actually improved his lap time, 1:18.414. Let's see if he's got another lap in him. So it was an out lap, but it was not. We have a yellow flag in sector 1. As all the other top 4 people are getting out on their out laps. Surprisingly, Alan T has not set a lap time, so we may go and spectate him when he gets close to setting his time. As Foten sets the new pole time with a 1:17.485. Freaking fast Foten right there. Putting the Mercedes on the pole currently right now, but don't get your hopes up because Alan T is starting his lap right now. Getting all that heat dialed in on his out lap, the defending world champion, navigating that chicane for the best exit. Opens up DRS. And he starts his flying lap. The only driver on the grid right now to not start his lap, so we will be spectating him throughout this time. Alan knows his track like the back of his hand, so he's looking to set one of the most masterclass laps as we see some carbon fiber on the track. I don't know who that is from. See the Red Bull Selim Honor getting out of the way. The charging world champion. Navigating the track. Little ghost right there. I don't know if that's going to invalidate his lap or harm him in any way. Opens up the back straight DRS as Foten improves his time just by a little bit, or no, he's just going to the pits. So Nicky jumps into second place. Leapfrogging Formula Danny. Alan T navigating that off-camera section. Alan going around that final turns. Here he comes. Across the line. Where does that sit him? He prevails into 6th place at 1:17.762. But let's go on board with Formula Danny. Formula Danny looking really good. Trying to beat 1:17.485, which is 0.1 seconds just faster of him. Can he find 100? I believe so. And across the line for pole, Formula Danny sets a 1:17.256. And yes, I'm aware of the issue. I don't know how to fix it. So sitting on pole, it looks like it's going to be Formula Danny as everyone is retiring from the session. So congratulations to Formula Danny for pole in Spain. So our results and our grid order will be Formula Danny, Foten, Girex, Nicky, Merrick, Alan T, Monster, Mr. Hid, Assassin, Fluffy Dave, Some Idiot, Selim Honor, Ava, Toe6, Kingslayer, Fez, Jerry, finishing up at the rear. Jerry getting disqualified for blocking the pit lane. GG. The Hungarians are out in force today. as we are getting everything loaded, and I forgot to block this screen. Alright, I'm gonna, on the outlap, I'm gonna try to fix that issue that y'all brought up. So as we are waiting for players for the outlap, I am going to see if I can fix this. That's all I know how to fix it, by the way. We're waiting everybody to get on in. I'm expecting a really chaotic first sector one at the start of this race, and then a little spread out as everyone is getting ready for their outlaps and just coming on and going off into the formation lap. So all eyes are on Formula Danny. Is he going to pull off the hat trick with 3 races in a row wins lingering right in front of him? We don't know. We're going to say he is on pole and in prime position for that ideal. We have 2 guys looking for the 2-stop actually, with Selimaner and Jerry already on the medium, so they go medium, soft, soft. Looking for their strategy. So look out for these guys trying out something different. Foten sitting in 2nd place. Foten not having the most dominant seasons like he did at the start of last year, where he and Allenty are having a fight. Speaking of Allenty, he is sitting down in 6th place as Girex has, after tapping Foten, both of them return to the grid. Come on, boys. This is a professional league. We see Nikki and the Williams sitting up at 4th place. Nikki looking really good this season, looking to improve as well. Someone also looking to improve after almost winning the very first late race of the season, but then blowing his tire out on 2 laps to go is Merrick, still trying to find that debut win for him. Merrick, whose teammate is Formula Danny, who's driving the Sauber. Yes, I'm aware. Looking really excited and ready for today's race. Got Alan T looking for resurgence and trying to defend his title, sitting down at 6. He must grab those positions back if he wants to go back for the win. Got Monster in 7th with Mr. Hid in 9th, and everyone else is coming on in. We're gonna go on board and get ready for the position changes. This is the camera angle that they're going to give us today. Alright. As we are going 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights. And away they go for the F1 Rapid Races Round 5 Spanish Grand Prix, as it looks like Mr. Hig gets one of the worst starts I've ever seen in my life. Bogged down all the way into last place. We see a Force India of Tosix going off and hitting one of those braking boards as the McLaren goes around. It's Girex. Girex has spun. Girex has spun and hit a lot of cars, a lot of carbon fiber flying around in that long turn 4. Ladies and gentlemen, it's utter chaos in this first sector as everyone is just jockeying for position. All the drivers trying to find their way back. A big mover is Assassin up 4 places. Assassin in the far making one of the mass start. Actually, it's 5 places now as he gets another place. Oh man, somebody's just teleporting all over. Is that Mr. Hid? We have a teleporting car, I believe, of Mr. Hid just teleporting. Oh my goodness, as Tosin goes off in the background and into the wall. Tough race for this Williams driver as he's off in the wall. As we see Mr. Hid drop a lot of places and then jump in one place, but tough race for Tosis as he goes into the wall. Onboard Formula Danny once again as he is pulling away. Formula Danny and Alan T makes a wonderful start as well, jumping up 4 places, sitting up in 2nd. Great moves by Alan T for missing all that chaos and everything. You see inside move from Nicky on Fulton. Get that overtake as Formula Danny is pulling away from Alan T. We're going to keep our cameras on Alan T because he is the defending world champion. He is looking to defend his title. Just a battle between Danny, Alan, and Monster. Looks like Monster is closing in on Alan. Alan losing Danny just by the slightest on the back cam. Watching Monster from Alan. Big rocket from Alan as Monster gets really close. Top three just pulling away from everyone else. As Merrick has retired from the session. What has happened to Merrick? And he's in the wall. Another tough break for Merrick. He's gone into the wall once again. And he's going back into pits. Tough race for the Haas boys. We're going to go up to our biggest mover, which is Fez. Fez making a brilliant start out of the line, moving up 7 places from 14th place. See, it looks like he is closing in on Fluffy Dave. 2 seconds behind this wild pack, so he's just going to be sitting back there and looking for a gap. So we're going to go. Actually, let's watch what happens in this gap, and it looks like Fulton is in trouble from Assassin. Fulton starting on the front row and then just having a not the best starts as Assassin is trying to close him down. Assassin looking for a move. We see Assassin looking for another move. Yellow flag in Sector 3. I don't know who that's for as... Ooh. One of the Toro Rossos getting a little bit feisty down there and looking for a move. Assassin trying to close in on Fulton and get the right opportunity for that overtake. As Danny sets a new fast lap and a 2-second gap to... Oh my goodness! Assassin and Fulton have collided and they've both gone into the wall. Carbon fiber is everywhere. Fulton doesn't have a front wing. He's going to cut across that line, and so is Assassin. Coming out of the chicane, both of them collided and lose crucial parts to their front wing as Fulton gets a 5-second stop-go penalty for speeding in. Fulton has rage quit. Fulton has rage quit after Assassin. I believe I just heard a controller being thrown. So tough race for Fulton and Assassin after that disastrous start. Where we do have a battle for 5th place between Fluffy Dave and Fez. The 2 Toro Rossos are having a teammate battle. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be really intuitive as Fez is our biggest mover, moving up 11 positions from the start. There have been some pit stops going. Some people are already stopping for the hard tires. They're going to have to make another stop for the soft tires or mediums if they want to have a better result. It looks like everyone from 7th place down has made another stop out of that insane start. So I guess we're seeing the only clean drivers after that insane start we just had. Move over, Baku. Spain's here. As Nicky has had a connection issue and has left the session in 4th place. The AI is set to a reasonable speed but not overpowered speed, so they won't be sitting ducks honestly, but they'll just be there holding pace. As the 2 team Toro Rossos battling out for 5th place, both Fez and Fluffy Dave. Good pals, Fluffy Dave looking down for a move on the inside. Ooh, getting even closer to Fez. You see Nicky right there. Fluffy Dave blocks up just by tiniest of bits, but still cannot close in on Fez. Spain, not a really open track for overtaking. There are only about 2 to 3 overtaking spots as they are both overtaking the ghost car of Nicky.
May I say
Oh,
something
hey,
real quick?
Yes, they decide pay.
Well, it's not like I have a dark lobby because the Sauber is appearing in front of me all the time from nowhere. It's just spawning in front of me and I can't ride the race.
Mr. Hid?
That slow car driven by a...
Yeah, I've been
Mr.
seeing
Hid.
his car teleport a lot. He's sitting down in 15th place.
Yeah, usually he's always in front of me and I don't know why. So I just left it because I don't want to race the bullshit
Alright,
race.
well, tough luck, man. Because he's there. He's down by 2 laps apparently. I think he's just. I believe he caused that chaos at the start, but I'm not going to judge. As both Fluffy Dave and I just saw that Sauber teleport away again. As they are actually approaching that Sauber, so I'm going to keep my eyes on this battle as Fluffy Dave has overtaken Fez.
I would love to do a restart.
We've already had a restart today.
Possible. I know.
Yeah, it's Codemasters. Season 3 improvements, I swear. Alright, as we are spectating Fez opening up DRS on Fluffy Dave, but cannot close the gap. Battle for 4th place now. Fez and Fluffy Dave. Fez is behind Fluffy Dave. Fez trying to close in on Fluffy Dave. Doesn't seem like Fez is even closing in on Fluffy Dave. He's sitting back 7 seconds. Trying to close in on his teammate, but nothing can do. I believe this is a tire wear issue. Lap 9 through 10, we should be seeing some pit stops, so the strategy should start coming out. As the two Toro Rosso teammates are battling it out. Fez closing in on his teammate just by a second, sitting in 1 second behind, just trying to get in that wake. Opens up DRS and is falling into 0.7 seconds into that off camera. He's just got to follow him closely into this. Both Toro Rosso sitting in a real good position, up in 4th and 5th place. This is a great race of Toro Rosso. I don't know if the Italian Armada may come in with little team orders to say just hold the pace and no overtaking. But Fez closing that gap once again, getting within a second, opens up DRS. Looks like Fluffy Dave is a city duck as we enter lap 8. This is where the pit stops may happen. As Tosix has left the session. We got a yellow flag in sector 2. Let's go on board with Tosix. What has happened to him? Oh, he's already... okay. That's right. Tosix already left. As Nikki has entered the pits for, I believe that what should be the hard. No, Nikki going on the soft tires again. Odd choice for the ghost car. Nope, there's the hard. There. As Fez still chasing down Fluffy Dave's falling down to second, so I believe it's time for the pit stops to come out. We enter lap 9. We're going to go on to the lead driver of Formula Dana, as everyone seems to be thinning out right now. Actually, no, we have a battle for 11th place. It's between Ava and Kingslayer, as Assassin has retired from the session. What has happened to Assassin? It looks nothing fatal for him, but he has retired the car. I don't know what exactly happened to him, but we shall find out if he comes in and reports it to us. But tough race for the Ferrari driver. especially after that incident, as we're going to go on board with Ava in the Renault, trying to chase down Kingslayer. He's just falling a second back. But he is closing in on Kingslayer. This is now the battle for 10th. This is battle for points. They want their points. And they're going to have them very soon. So we're entering lap 9. Full Monday not opting for a pit stop. Ava locking up just by a bit. Kingslayer won't be attempting a pit stop. He is already on hards, but Ava is sitting on the sauce right now, so this is all Ava's game. Ava sitting in that wake. Maybe look for a move into turn 1. No, can't do this. We're going to go back in. Oh, my goodness. Go back into the lead of Formula Danny as we see him closing in on Ava and Kingslayer. He's lapping cars right now. You're in his way. Get out. It's blue flag season as Formula Danny is moving throughout this pack, trying to increase his lead. We have to think about strategy. This is lap 10. This is where Alan T said to expect most pit stops to happen. So are we going to see Formula Danny dive into the hard tires? We see the Red Bull of Kingslayer take out that DRS board. That's coming out of your paycheck, buddy. As Formula Danny is navigating around, shouting blue flags throughout his helmet, as we see Kingslayer losing the back end but stays clean of Formula Danny. Navigating a car, not opting to pit. He's thinking his tires are good and he's going for another lap on them. He may go to his soft medium tires as Alan T is trying the undercut on Formula Danny. Alan T going for those hard tires, going for that one stop. Bass Monster is also in the pits. He is also going on those hard tires, going for that one stop. Mr. Hid, how are you up in 4th? Fix your internet. As we spectate the Sauber of Formula Danny, he's holding out his tires from the start. Everyone's switching all over to those hard tires. Formula Danny thinking that he has another lap of grip on them, showing a little bit slower pace from his previous lap, so it's looking like time to switch. Navigating sector 3, once again a little bit of off camber. Navigating this chicane now. Is he going to dive into the pits? Yes, he does. Almost clips the outside wall of the pit lane. Assassin is just texting me with, he was playing Dodge to Mr. Hid. I don't blame you. So we're in the pits. Formula Danny serving a pit stop. He was speeding in the pit lane, sitting on the hard tires. As this is why most people are leaving from this session, is because of Mr. Hid's desync car. As Formula Danny is still in the pits. Okay, his tires have just changed to soft and now they're back to hards. And there he goes, he's finally left the pits. I don't know after what just happened, he is paused. Nope, there he's back. So, chaotic stop for Formula Danny. Is that going to affect this race? But big talk, nope, he has left the race. Alright, I believe believe something is going down with desyncs and stuff. As the Sauber of Mr. Hid is decimating everyone. Photon's out. Fez is still in. Monster's still in. Alan T's still in. Fluffy Dave is in the pits. As Alan T takes the new lead. Navigating throughout that last chicane. A little bit of lockups and everything, but he is moving on pretty good. And down the front straight, sitting in 5th place. We're going to go to the problem child of Mr. Hid. If he has any connection issues, it doesn't seem like he'll be affecting anyone. He's been pretty good whenever I be commentating him, but I have seen his car desync and just launch across the track before. So we do have a new leader. It is Alan T. But Formula Day did DC. So he is sitting in 8th place. Sitting 6 seconds ahead of Monster as Mr. Hid just jumped to 3rd place. Aldi cruising along 6 seconds ahead of Monster as we see Fulton and Selling-Meyer having a fight in the pit lane. Looks like 8th place of some idiot is the last actual person within this race. Yes, it is. Everyone, nope. We have Ava. Kingslayer, Nick D's a ghost, Fulton's a ghost, Selling-Meyer's a ghost. Not a lot of action happening out, but there is some tire action as we see the only 2-stopper happening is Fluffy Dave sitting on those medium tires in that Toro Rosso. Interesting first sector of the race. It has spread out after these pit stops now. All questions are on Fluffy Dave to see if he is going for another. He is on the only 2-stop strategy with the medium tires. Everyone is sitting around 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds from each other. So this is one really spread out race, but a chaotic first opening laps from everyone else as we're going to go on board with Alan T as he is just cruising away with this race. Honestly, it's looking like he will break that streak and actually get a win if he keeps this pace up. He is on a 1-stop strategy. Almost halfway through. as we might have a guest appearance from Assassin joining in real soon to talk about his incidents, as we're going to hop into the actual Assassin. We're going to hop into the main driving zone. Danny, how are you feeling?
Do you know what
I
happened
saw
there?
you sitting in the pits for about an hour.
Yeah, my pit was empty. I have already posted to Twitter, so if you want, you can check Formula Danny is my name.
You follow
it's a
me
little
on
bit of a
Twitter, I
nice
know,
advertisement,
so
by the way.
I want to...
So just check it. Literally, I had no one in the pit, and I waited for over a minute. But to be honest, mate, this server was absolutely terrible because, two Hungarians, Foron and Garrix, just lagged into each other. There was two decent cars who flew in the air but sometimes come down on the ground and actually broke Photon's wing after Photon went to SSC. Gary's wing has been also broken and it's connected to lag as well. There were no tables and no braking marks on the track. And yeah,
I believe I know what happened. You know how Mr. Hayes been teleporting all over the track? I believe he was in the pits.
Yeah,
his car's jumping around all over the place, so that is rough. I may throw that up. That's rough. I like how he compared himself to Team Omardic. Nice job. But yeah, Assassin was playing bumper cars with him as well. Yeah, the race is still going. They are not officially stopping it due to no hostess connections, and Alan's in the lead, so we still got like 9th. The top 9 people are actual drivers. You just jumped up to 10th place and fallen down to 11th, so they're having a little fight in the pit lane. Really chaotic race. Tough luck, man. Hopefully we'll get that figured out before the next race. We're going to spectate some idiot on GearX for 7th place. Thank you for stopping by and letting everyone know what's happened. And Assassin, you came in and I totally cut you off. Same thing with... Alright.
Yeah, it's just trying to dodge Mr. Head all the time. It's just crazy with this decent car all over the place. I mean, it even randomly appeared at Gravel Trap, just driving across the road. So, yeah, it's just absolutely crazy. I haven't seen anything like that in quite some time.
Yeah, desync will cause some chaotic stuff. As some idiot was within a second of Garrix, but has fallen down to 2 seconds behind him. Garrix is sitting on the new, fresher medium tire, so he is going for that 2-stop. We have another 3 drivers on the 2-stop strategy with Ava, Garrix, and Fez all on those medium tires. I may have some talks with the stewards after this on if Mr. Hid should be sitting in 3rd place or be demoted after a lot of incidents from him, but he is currently sitting in 3rd place with his teleporting car. He was sitting down at 15, 2 laps down for a while, but we shall see what has happened and the storyline after as Garrix sets a new fast lap of 120.890. As Alan just expertly navigating his car around the track, hopping the curb just like a little bit careful, but you don't want to get a time penalty as he is pushing his car around another lap car. I believe that is Nikki right there. Yellow flags happening all over the place. The closest battle we have is with Kingslayer, so we're going to go on board with Kingslayer as he is falling within Ava. The battle between Ava and Kingslayer are going again. Kingslayer sitting on those soft tires, looking for that two-stop strategy. 13 laps to go in this weird, wacky, weird, wild Spanish Grand Prix. All those ghost cars getting out of the way from these twos. We see a Sauber up there. I believe that is Mr. Hill. Oh god. If that's second place, is he actually a lap ahead of him?
Not on my screen.
Well, that's not some idiot. Because I believe Mr. Hid has lapped Ava and Kingslayer is sitting in third place, so. A interesting issue, the battle for ninth place is coming up on the third place. Blue flags are to handle, so should they overtake if they have the pace? Be a bit infuriating for Mr. Hid, who is sitting in third place from these two, but it looks like they do have the pace to beat this guy out. As the little train is forming as a battle for 10th place. Kingslayer falling back just by a little bit. But he is closing in on Ava just by a slide. Is sitting back by 0.7 seconds. Sitting in the dirty air, goes wide just by a little bit. Yeah, Jerry had a 3 seconds half on it and has picked for softs. Also, I want to talk to you about your incident with Fulton coming out of Sector 3.
Yeah, there was nothing better to do about it. He hit Mr. Hid's ghost desync. He was hoping it was going to ghost, and it didn't. So basically, he came to an abrupt
All right,
halt
I
and
didn't see a Mr. Hid
unfortunately.
appearance from there, so definitely some insane things coming along for this race. We may have a retake race then if we get a lot of complaints about this, but currently it's looking calm for these 10 drivers, but Mr. Hid is sitting in third place on my screen. Alright.
Yeah, he is for me as well.
But thank you for letting me know, because there's no Mr. Hid appearance on my screen from there. He was sitting down at 15th and in the pits, I believe. As Kingslayer makes some moves on Ava, closing in 2.5 seconds. It's front wing gearbox time. May look for the inside dodge. Yes, he is. Kingslayer on the inside of Ava, but Ava has the inside on Kingslayer. Kingslayer look for the switchback right now, goes really wide and mows the lawn. And sits down back in the 10th place. He may have another move coming up within that front straight. Kingslayer opens up. DRS sitting down, goes down the inside. Hello, Diebomb, how are you? Kingslayer licks a stamp and sends it into 9th place. And overtakes Ava. Now it's the time for Ava to answer back on the Kingslayer. But Kingslayer pulling away almost an entire second ahead of Ava right now. But this is a sitting duck point for him. Kingslayer on those fresher tires, but they have grown so old right now. Ava closing in on Kingslayer now, but can't make the move stick. He is on the slower tires and the older tires on those medium. Is he going for the 1 or 2 stops? I don't know. But we are 10 laps from the finish. Are people who are doing the 2 stops going to pit back for the soft tires? Are the hard tires going to pit back for the soft tires? Are the medium tires going to pit back for the soft tires? Are the soft tires going to finally pit for hard or medium tires? Because I don't know what kind of strategy you guys are on. Lots of different strategies. Jerry sets a new fast lap of 124.21. battle for 9th place continues between Ava and Kingslayer. Renault v Renault car. Red Bull v Renault. Tad Hewer v Renault. Kingslayer v Ava. These two drivers fighting, looking to go all the way to the end on these tires. I don't know if they can do it. Kingslayer's especially on those soft tires, as Ava has DRS, goes down to the inside track, closing in on the sitting duck of Kingslayer. On board, going to keep our cameras on with Ava. Almost made a move into turn 1, but he does not. He's going to keep it around the inside as Kingslayer goes wide. Ava on the inside. There's side by side into turn 4. Oh, Kingslayer comes across the nose. Shuts the door abruptly. And he is still trying to close in. As Kingslayer and Ava are still battling out. This is one horrible camera angles. Ava opens up DRS. Closing in on Kingslayer. This off-camber turn will catch you off and send you going wide if you aren't careful. Kingslayer going wide on that straight. Look for the better A's into this really tight and slow section. Ava getting the better A entrance, but does he get the better A's? As Kingslayer has gone into the pits. The Red Bull has gone into the pits, and Ava says, thank you, I'll take this position, as Kingslayer goes to pit on those soft tires to finish out his 2-stop strategy. As everyone is settling a lot of time away from each other, we're going to go on board with Alan T, the defending world champion. He has 8 more laps to go until he reclaims his first place and his battle to defend his championship. It's a chaotic race. Starting from 6th place, dodging all that chaos, and moving up to 2nd before the Saubers. The Sauber pit just forgot the wheels and everything. Pulled a Red Bull Monaco issue. Alanti leading by 10 seconds on Monster. Everyone's spread out by over 3 seconds. Closest battle is between Jerry and Girex. So if anything happens to them, we will take a look at it. Jerry is sitting on the soft tires, but I don't think he does have the pace, as Alan T lapping Selim Honor, I believe, in 13th place. Gap to the leader right now. Everyone from 9th place has been lapped by the charging Alan T. Last driver on the lead lap is some idiot, sitting at 1 minute down, as Alan T looking to finish out this one-stop strategy. 11 seconds from Monster, 19 seconds from Mr. Head, 29 seconds. So if Alan T has to make an emergency pit stop, I believe he will fall down into 3rd, 4th place, maybe, as he navigates that tricky final sector around that final turn. Lowers that lap count to 27, 6 laps remaining for Alan T, as he's leading this race by a freaking ton. Let's go to our biggest mover today, which is Mr. Fez. Fez sitting moved up 11 places from the start. It's a great race from Fez, definite driver of the day material, as he is on the lapped car of, I believe, Kingslayer. Yes, Kingslayer has been lapped and he is getting blue flagged. down from Fez's Toro Rosso. Fez driving a really good race, sitting in 5th place, moved up 11 places from the start. Another big mover is Jerry, as he moves 10 places up from the start as he is chasing down Fez. Kingslayer gets a 5-second stop-go penalty for ignoring the blue flags on Fez. Kingslayer not going to be happy about that, since I believe he does have to make another pit. Kingslayer going extremely wide after acknowledging the blue flag finally existed. Little interval gaps. Everyone still sitting 2 to 3 seconds with the Gary GRX battle still heading on. Got some 3 stops going on down there with Ava, Kingslayer, and Selling Honor to the 3-stop range. Tire strategy. The 1 stops are the dominant strategy with Alan T up in front. So we're gonna go by down the gap. Alan T still leading out with 5 laps to go. Started from 6th place, moved up to 1st after not the best of qualifying sessions for him. Didn't really set a good out lap until the very end. As we see Formula D going into the pits once again. Just a quick note, 11th place down, they're all ghost cars. They have all left to some issues with another driver on track, another driver desync. So we may have some talks with the stewards after this, see if we are restarting this race next week. But that's not official. You did not hear that from me. As Alan T navigates his car once again. 4 laps to go. Does he have the tires to do it? We don't know. We have seen some crazy stuff happen as we're going to go on board with Monster. Monster having an alright start, moving up a lot of places to come into 2nd place. Also, one of those navigators of that first turn incident between the McLaren of... I don't know which McLaren it was. GRX, I believe. A lot of cars spun around, and we will take a look once again at that opening lap chaos from every driver. But it looks like that this race is going to settle in the bag, as nothing is really developmenting. As we're going to take a look at the fastest laps of each cars. Jerry holds the fastest lap. And I believe he set those on those soft tires. Yes, he did. 4 laps to go, and Jerry sets fast lap for 1:24.21. Both these drivers, Jerry and GRX, both setting the faster times in the 120s. One sitting around the 121 area. In the 1-stop range. As Alan T has entered 3 laps to go, Kingslayer gets a 3-second time penalty. As the big talking point is with Mr. Hid. Mr. Hid having a really big desync as he's had a bit of issues. The big talking point is Formula Dani's pit stop, where Mr. Hid was not there, but the Sauber pit stop was interrupted by just not happening. Formula Dani has provided us with a video on Twitter that I will show after this race, and we will see on how that goes down.
Looks like Fez is struggling on his hard tires. Jax is
yeah, he has slowed down a lot. He is going pretty slow. It looks like yes, GRX has caught up to Fez. This is the battle for 5th place with Fez and GRX. GRX may have a tire issue. 2 laps to go. Are we going to see him have a puncture or hold this out? This is where the one stops have their risk. On board with Gearx as he's closing in down the inside. He takes a dive bomb and locks up like crazy, but he gets the overtake on Fez. Gearx hops up into 5th place, but now will Jerry catch up to Fez if this tire wear is real, or will Fez go into is Fez going to go into the pits? No, he doesn't. He stays out. There's 2 laps remaining. On board with Alan T once more, as Fez is being left in the dust from Gearx. Oh, Alan T gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as he is approaching a Sauber. That's a Ghost of Sauber Formula Daily. As Alan T cruising 12 seconds ahead of Monster as Jerry gets another 3-second time penalty. He is closing in within 2 seconds as we're going into 2 laps to go until Alan T takes his win, his return to the top step of the podium, the defending champion. Oh, Alan T loses back in, almost slams the car into the wall. Alan T having a little bit of a moment right there in Sector 3. Don't relax right now as you are almost about to enter the last lap. Are we going to see some tire wear issues, maybe some blowouts? Because we have seen that happen. Make sure you don't overuse those tires as you are entering the last lap. We have a yellow flag in Sector 1. Who is in Sector 1 besides Alan? Kingslayer?
It's Kingslayer. Yeah, he lost it 10-3.
Yeah, it just looks like he's lost it. Losing a lot, actually. But we're going to go on board with Alan T as he is on his final lap. 12 seconds in the lead from Monster. That gap is falling down quite rapidly. Alan T nursing his car around, just trying not to overuse those tires. That gap is falling quite rapidly. Down that long back straight. 11 seconds to Monster. Alan T just has one more sector to go. Don't ride on those curbs. And entering the chicane and around the penultimate corner, ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the F1 Rapid Racers Round 4 Spanish Grand Prix is Alan T. On board with Monster in 2nd place around the corner, and he comes across the line with a controversial Mr. Hid coming across the line in 3rd place. Fluffy Dave battling with the laps car of Ava coming across that chicane and into penultimate corner and across the line for 4th place, and Ava finishing in 9th place. Great race from Fluffy Dave as Gearx makes a last move, overtaking the last final laps and across the line for 5th place. He actually hits the wall and loses a lot of front wing. Come on, buddy, that costs money. So we see Fez and Actually, Fez gets the overtake on Jerry. Jerry had a little time penalty, so Fez finishes in 6th place ahead of Jerry. As we are following the Force India Some Idiot last car on the lead lap, I believe. So he finished exactly where he says. Okay. I wasn't the only one who saw that. Yes, good results for the Toro Rosso team, finishing in. Yes, as we see, Alan T returns to the top step of the podium and takes that win in Spain. Congrats to Alan T right there, as we're gonna head into the Discord right after this as they spray the champagne.
Correction, it's Fest
Yeah,
actually
Fest is in
finished
6th.
6th. According
So here are
to
your
my
final results.
leaderboard.
Alan T, Monster, Mr. Hid, Fluffy
Okay.
Dave, Gearix, Fez, Jerry, Some Idiot, Ava, Kingslayer, and then everyone else who DC'd.
But what kind
I'm
of
gonna
race
call it
was
the
that?
Mr. Hid
Ping
Grand
pong at
Prix.
the start. Yeah, Mr. Hit was everywhere. Like,
Well, I'm gonna turn on.
his connections. There's something wrong with his
Okay,
connections.
Formula Danny has
Leggy
provided me with a
shit.
Twitter video of his incident, so I'm gonna bring this on board. Well, Formula Danny
It's just with Mr.
chose,
Hit, with everyone else,
chose
it was
Sauber,
fine.
and Mr. Hill was also in Sauber, so to explain what happened with Formula Danny's pit stop, he was in the pit stop for about an entire minute, and here's his recording.
Wow, very nice from the first place. There is nobody inside my pit box, but I just stand in front of him.
His pit stop
And
is
as you
over a
can
minute.
see,
And
It's
some
been
other
50 seconds that I have been standing here.
Yeah, I saw that. I was wondering what the hell is he doing
Oh!
this far back?
Wow,
And
it's
then
amazing.
that happened.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow, thank you very much, Godmasters. I love
But
that
fuck,
stuff.
that was. I'm pissed off at Photon. How the
what
fuck
happened?
do you lose the car at fucking 30
Assassin,
miles per hour?
you can
through
tell
there?
him what happened.
That's what pisses me off.
Yeah, Mr. Hid's car came out of nowhere and it basically brought Photon to an immediate halt. And I just had nowhere to go, went straight into the back.
Oh fuck that! God damn it! God damn it! Okay, then I'm not pissed off at Photon. I was cussing out Photon there the entire race because I was just so pissed.
Yeah.
I thought he just brake checked you.
Yeah, no. Basically, the car, as quick as Mr. Hid appeared, he vanished again.
Yeah,
as
I
soon as
saw that.
came to an absolute halt. It was just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, Head was teleporting all over the place during the entire race, or as far as early part of the race. Excuse me. And I don't know how what the
I
hell
saw
caused that spin. Was
I
it
saw the clear to
teleporting
Gearx
car?
getting loose
early on.
out of the exit,
one.
and then he fixed it immediately. There was a bit of contact between a few cars. I didn't see any cause of it. I just thought he just got really loose out of it. There may have been some incident, but that would be a conversation with Gearx.
Yeah,
turn three,
the turn one incident. I was thinking, I don't know how the hell turn three, excuse me. I don't know how the hell I survived. I went straight around the outside of everything. I was up to like P7 from 12th. I was thinking that, oh my goodness, my luck was so good. And then that incident in the last corner, that's heartbreaking actually for me because I think there was a shot at P4.
All
today.
right. Well, I guess the admins
But,
may have a talk after this. After we have had, we started with 17, and 7 of the 17 drivers DC due to a lag car. So we may have a talk about that throughout the week. But that was a crazy race. But we still have to finish out this this recording. So let's go for our winner, Alan T. How are you feeling after that odd race?
Well, what an odd race it was. I'm just gonna go through what my feelings are. Well, the qualifying was not really the best qualifying for me, but I was still quite okay with the sixth place. And at the start, there was some drama at the start, and I actually got quite lucky there. I got like 4 positions free there. So after that, I tried to follow Formula Dani, but for some reason, I felt that there was not a good grip on the track, and I just fell behind him. But then again, it must have been also same for him, so it's not an excuse. I think he had me covered.
All right,
very
let's go
unlucky
to
for him what
Assassin. How
happened.
did you feel after that race?
Well, if it was an incident from normal means, I wouldn't be so salty about it. But the fact that the race is wrecked from something that's out of anyone's control is
Ava,
just ridiculous.
you were having a bit of a interesting race, but you did finish in 9th place. So how was that race for you?
First corner or second corner, I crash in some idiots. Some idiot was very slow.
I was trying to avoid the incident because I
Yeah.
didn't know where the hell everybody was going. I was just rolling the brake. It's basically like Talladega out there. And
It's okay, some idiot. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, my left front wing was orange. When I go to the pit, yeah, I get new tires, but not a new wing. Thank you, Codemasters. So a lap later, I go in the pit for soft tires, for a new wing, and after your lap 14, 15, come in the pit and got medium, and yeah, 3 pit stops. It was too much. Yeah, not a good race. It was laggy as fuck. Kingslayer
Alright,
was
well,
so
let's go
laggy.
to someone who may have
Yeah.
had a better experience, finishing 4th
Yeah,
place. Antoro Rosso started from 10th place and moving up to 4th. Fluffy Dave, how was your race?
It was. I had a good run. I managed to pace well. I think in general it was pretty clean for me. There were few, well, not few, but a lot of heart-pounding moments at the start of the race. Cars were everywhere. I just tried to avoid and not to get any damage. But yeah, it's really unfortunate for many people today with the issue that we're having. But it's certainly a nice result for me after what happened in the first 3 races. I'll definitely take that. And good shout out to my teammate too. He did pretty well to finish 6th, even though he got overtaken there at the end. But I think Jirek was
Let's
way
talk
too
to our
fast for
podium
him.
finisher of Monster. Monster finishing in 2nd place after moving up from 7th place with Alan T. Both of them started on the same row and moved up to finish 1-2. So congratulations, Monster. How was your race for you?
Yeah, was okay. I was surprised of the first lap incidents and my pace. I could keep up with Alan in the first stint, but then decided to drop back to safe tires. Yeah, and then I just saw all the mass disconnects. Knew I was safe in second, so just brought it home, didn't push anymore. And yeah, I don't really know what to feel. It's just so stupid. So happy for the position, but really sad for the game and for this means.
Well, let's go to everyone's favorite driver to interview. Some idiot. Last driver on the lead lap, sitting in 8th place. Not where you said you were going to be, but it's still points. So how was your race?
Absolutely heartbreaking, really. I thought I was thinking after that turn 1 crash, I was praying to God that I managed to get through that, and I could see P4 right in front of me. I thought maybe if I could stay with them, I'd have a chance at like a huge result. I think maybe P3 would have been possible, depend on wherever the hell Hid finished. But because of that,
He was also 2 laps behind everybody at the same time.
Well, I don't know. I thought. Yeah, I had no clue where the fuck he would be. Excuse my language. But it's massively heartbreaking because of that incident with the lag car Photon Assassin. There's nowhere I could go. I tried to get on the brakes, but I pretty much ARCA braked right into the back of Assassin. Tried to came in, tried to change my front wing. Didn't change my front wing. Put me on new tires, but didn't change my front wing. Had to come in again, go the hards, and then just went straight to the end. And it was like I was in no man's land for the final 29 laps. It was there's a lot of regret because there was definitely a great chance at a great result. I think me and you, Dave, we would have had a good battle for P4 at the least. If I just could have got through it. I don't know. But
all right.
That's
well,
heartbreaking for me.
I guess that's all the time we have for today, and we will see you next week. If there is a re-race, I will let you guys know. But I believe next race, if there is not a re-race, that will be Canada on the 19th. So thank you, everybody. My name is FaZe. We are the F1 Rapid Racers, and we will see you next week. Everybody, it's FaZe. I just have a little announcement after the end of that race. This resolution is final. The Rapid Racers admin crew has looked over the desynced issue during the Spanish Grand Prix, and the resolution is to keep the results. Admins looked over the incident in many perspectives. The deciding factor was that the desynced issue with Mr. Hidd's car only affected a few cars. We've also looked over the lap 1 turn 2 incident only involving 4 cars. This incident has been made a racing incident. Admins found that having this incident at the start of this race played some part on why there was so much controversy over Mr. Hidd's desynced car. Admins didn't want a resolution which could possibly benefit drivers who got caught up in this incident. Admins had a lot of different resolutions that could be possible. One of them was redoing the race. Redoing the race would push the calendar too much forward, and admins didn't want to remove the breaks between races. Admins also thought about nullifying all results from round 5 Spanish Grand Prix, but found that it would be unfair for the majority of drivers who finished the race. Admins have been working towards creating a guideline for future on how to handle situations like this. Rulebook will be updated this week and included with guidelines on how we handle the desynced car issues and possible restarts because of incidents like these. Admins have decided that Mr. Hidd will be disqualified from the Spanish Grand Prix, and Formula Daniel will start the Canadian Grand Prix in last position because he raced in the Sauber again. Thank you.